Hello. How's it going, Cody? How you doing, bud? All right, so I got masteries done. Let me finish my dailies, and we'll get into Clan v Clan points. Thank you for the happy belated birthday. Hey, look, we got similar hairstyles now. All right. Maybe I do spend the chickens here. I'll wait. So I made some changes to the stream quality. How's everything looking? I don't see any dropped frames. And the delay seems a lot better. The delay was pretty bad last night, but it seems better now. Oh, I ran out of multi-battles. Okay. Very crisp? Okay. Cool. Cool. Dailies are done on this one. Yeah, when I started using Stream Elements, I didn't have any delays on Twitch. It was instantaneous. Now that I have switched to, let's go, 2-star soul. After I switched to YouTube, a big delay popped up. Oh, that's this account. I got all upset, thinking like, oh man, we're getting our butts kicked in this Clan v Clan. Now we're getting our butts kicked in this one too. This is free to play roadblock. Yeah, okay. So I did my brutal key. Wait, I didn't use any of my keys? Alright, well that wasn't smart. I'm thinking about trying to stream again, but on both YouTube and Twitch. Have you tried or know anything about that at all? Several of my friends do that. Hat Tricks and Itari do multi-streaming. They really seem to like it. Oh, what am I doing? I should have built. That's why I didn't use my key earlier. I was going to wait until my dude was ready. I remember now. I'm going to use one key. I'll do it up here. I have to manual this one. What's up, Pastor Lex? Hey, y'all, if my eating bothers any of you, just let me know. I'll turn off the camera. But I woke up. I woke up late. I was supposed to be on at 11. There we go. Alright, that should be fine. I'm gonna try and 4-key Brutal here. If you're confused by what's going on, I'm playing on 3 different accounts at the same time. Well, shit, I need to pick it up. Okay, 120 silver keys in the Doom Tower. Working my way through it. How is good your blessing on Rathalos? I wonder if I should switch from Phantom to Heaven Cast. It feels impactful. It really does. And it's only at 1 star. I've got Heaven Cast on both of them. You can see this is an easy 20 mil on Nightmare. I guess I can test it. I might not be able to see. Okay, well that confirms it, by the way. Remember, if you watched my video, my extra damage out of the War Master, that was just confirmed to be from ignoring defense. Because he had the same War Master proc as my miscreated monster, and he's in Heaven Cast. So it had to do with ignore defense. So confirmed that it was ignore defense that did that. Also, I just failed to be able to 4-key brutal. So we're gonna scratch that plan. You're gonna get the 4th star. Yeah, I mean, it's really good, I think, especially if you have a buff-heavy team. If you don't have a lot of buffs, then you're not gaining all that much out of it, I suppose. But I don't know that you're gaining all that much out of Phantom Touch either. I forgot to awaken him to 2-star. I guess it doesn't matter. It's 1 and 3-star that make the difference, right? I mean, I'm gonna awaken him either way. I do regret not having that 750 attack for that clan boss run. I fixed it. So I upped the stream quality and I reduced the delay. Now, the problem with reducing the delay is an increased chance for dropped frames, but so far we're good because I have good internet and a good computer, so. Knock on wood. I don't have any issues. But I think it's much better with the type of streaming that I'm doing that we have no delay, right? So, especially if I'm doing account takeovers and stuff. Okay. Now, what do I need to do? I need to do Arena, even on this account. Alright, so that was 1 key here. We'll do the 2nd key here and get these out of the way. Have I unlocked? I want to make sure I'm not sitting on Rathalos' soul again on this one. Where did that points come from? Dungeon Divers? I got those already. I'm 10 points different over here. I don't know from what, though. Yeah, my personal rewards tier is so low. There's no reason for me to go popping all my stuff. I do need to keep generating high point totals, though. Alright, we'll finish off Nightmare. Alright, main account time. Let's finish our dailies. Whoa. I didn't realize I had a brew on this account. Well, I have buff attack and defense, not consistently from Seeker. Crit chance, yeah, his defense isn't consistent. Crit chance and damage from Fat Man, speed buff from Rathalos, yeah. Speed buff from Rathalos? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, that was scary. Using a barrel on a food. Ooh, I might get to do live arena today. What time does live arena start? Oh yeah. What is it? Crit damage and speed then? We'll look for it right here. There we go, yeah. I knew he gave himself 2 buffs. I knew one of them was crit damage. I assumed the other one was like attack or something. I feel like any multipliers you can do to his true damage is so good. So, I don't know. Like I said, the scratch video is what made me change. Especially in something like Hydra. Bro, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I thought I was good at this game. And then I watched Scratch and his Rathalos that does 1,000,000 damage. Like, I'm happy when my Acrizia does like 600k. No, 300k. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna do Hydra soon. And then I watch this man do 1,000,000 damage with Rathalos. His build was way better than the build on my main account. that's fairly inexpensive. I'll do that. So my books didn't land great for me. No cooldown reduction on Taragi, which kind of makes him unusable at this point. A 5-turn cooldown is just way too high. However, we did get good books. Well, I had to use every single book, which is stupid. I needed one book to land here. All the first 4 landed on the A1. So the A2 has a -1 on cooldown, but so that's at a 3-turn cooldown now. I'm gonna master him, and we got to get him into Clan Boss and try him out. Oh, Hades' website is loading so slow because of my. You used all your mythic books during the tournament. Yeah, I used all my mythic books today on Lady Mikage on my main account. This account doesn't have any mythics yet, so that's why I still kept those books. Okay. I'm not looking at chat for a second here. So standard build for the damage tree. Yeah. Yep. Okay. How many brews? Nope. That's too many. I don't want to manually click all these, but I probably have to. Hey, I mean, if it helped you win the Archer, right? That's a different. That's not a waste, right? That's calculated expenses. I would take the Archer over most mythicals, so. Mard's got her on Ancients today. That's crazy. Oh snap! Just got my monthly. I didn't even realize that I was on my monthly. Oh, I'm on the main account. Okay. Oh. My mercy right now on Sacreds is 20. Because I went all in for I didn't post it. I recorded it, but I didn't post it. But I went all in for Nekmothar. I didn't get him, so I gotta wait. Probably hope. I assume there's probably a 2x coming soon. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to get Nekmothar. So this is the main account. I did Nightmare. I did Ultra Nightmare. I'm gonna do a Brutal just to get an extra chest for points. Even though I don't usually do Brutal. And then I'll throw the other key in Ultra Nightmare. Wish you had Demitha. I don't know. Let's see if I can get this Skull Crusher leveled up. Hang on a second. I really think that, look, unkillable teams are easier to make, but I have a feeling that if I can pull off these ally protect teams with the gear that I have on the account, then I might be able to do more damage than what I can do in my unkillable team. Because the thing about unkillable too is that you tend to run weaker builds because you don't want to mess with it, right? Like I'm tempted to put Rathalos in there instead of Farrakhan, but Farrakhan is amplifying the output of my I want her in Brimstone, yeah. The output of one of my other guys. So if we look at like this is my Fu Shan. Like he's not really that insane. He's really 189 speed, 100% crit rate, and then 184% crit damage. I've got way better built characters, and then almost 6k attack. I've got better built characters, you know? Like, but I don't want to mess with him because if I mess with him and try to build him better, then his speeds get all messed up. Also, I'm rocking him in an accuracy banner only to get him to land Brimstone. What accuracy do I need him at? Raid stages tool. Clan boss. Clan boss. Ultra Nightmare. So 250 is the accuracy I need for Ultra Nightmare to land Brimstone. Let's do this. Let's do fitting room. Attack banners. I can't use this when it has speed. That one's wasted. That one has speed. That one has speed. Okay. That's why I don't have a new banner on him. I don't have one that I can put. I guess I mean, I guess I can go over crit rate, right? Let's see what it rolls, right? Yeah, it's one of the, it's that old, you know, it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't want to fix it. I just don't think Brimstone's the answer anymore. I think it's Phantom Touch for Fushan, to be honest. It probably should have been Phantom Touch for a while for Fushan. But then, like, other parts of the kit, right, or the build. So, like, Demitha and Eris are untouchable. I could do work and rebuild Seeker and Farrakhan. Like Seeker's got crit rate gloves. Like I know on my account I can find the crit rate he needs at the speed that he needs. He's not super fast. He's actually pretty slow, 183. I know I can find a better build than that. I'm just lazy about it because it works, right? Like why tinker with it when it works? Getting more damage is great. And there was a time where I really, really wanted to get more damage out of the team, but now that the clan is caught up and we're routinely and now that we're routinely killing Ultra Nightmare, we don't really need me to do extra damage now. Like you know, before I had pressure on myself to carry the clan a little bit, but now the clan caught up very, very quickly, which is great news. So I don't have to put as much pressure on. Alright, we need to do faction wars real quick. Hey, a little note too, because a lot of you guys may do what I do and farm stage 20. If you can do stage 21, I highly recommend it. I don't think I've tried it since I've gotten Rotos, so let's see how well this goes. You get more points from doing the boss level for Clan B Clan. That's not a surprising loss there. I'm gonna try to hit gold today. When's live arena start? Let's look that up real quick. Oh, it just ended. No. Yes? I don't know. Well, I won't be on. Damn it. Alright, so this account right now, I'm just grinding. Let me make sure all my dailies are done. Campaign boss, that's what I was doing. Okay. I need to grind up my Skull Crusher and get him to 60. Or at least get him close enough that I don't mind spending the brews to level him up. These are easy, but I know that since I won so many, as soon as I refresh, I'm gonna get a lot harder ones to do. Jesus, this is the longest arena of my life. There we go. I feel like with Emic, is there not like an Emic double, what's her face team? The cooldown refresh chick? The rare one? I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Painkeeper. That's gotta be a team, right? Obviously, you may not have them, but I'm curious now if it's a team. He doesn't have a list of just Emic teams, which is frustrating. Okay, so there is an Emic Painkeeper and a Cleanser team that uses Doom Priest in this one example. I was gonna say Rotos is so good against this guy because Rotos can't, or because he can't one-shot Rotos. It takes a while, but it's worth it for the extra points. Sorry, I have chat down. Um, I changed my mind. I don't I don't feel like going on the grind for arena. Oh, wow, that's on my other free to play. Y'all want to see me pull this shard? I don't want any of these legendaries. I thought about waiting for a better progressive event, but I'm not gonna put Archer in there because I would feel so bad if I pull her and I have to feed her. But we could pull a shard. See what we get. Did I really not? Wow, I really did not have the farmable spirit host. That's funny. No Brazen. Alright. Are my clans quests done? Yep. Yeah, so 6 hours, that's when I'll be doing Magic Keep. What do I want to do with my 400 energy in the meantime? So Minotaur, Iron Twins, and the Forge. I don't think I have anything to forge. I have some stuff to forge. I have Zenogre on my main account. I haven't pulled her yet. Sorry, the main account is in faction wars right now, and it's gonna be a while. I did not go for the Zenogre on the free to play. I didn't think she was worth it. I wanted to go for White Queen, but then the way they did the thing had me scared, so I didn't go for her. But I'm going for the next one for sure. I'll have a not this account, but the regular free to play. I'll have a stockpile to go for her. Where am I at? All right, let's get caught up on leveling up some of this, or ranking up some of this stuff here. I'll need to pull some shards in a second. I'm gonna use the chickens because I don't have anything else to use them for. Do I have enough? I'm one short. Whoops. All right. Get this guy up. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm realizing it now. So this is my last 3-star that I need to level up to 4-star, and then I'll be ready to 5-star Hatatsu. And then I'll get him fully mastered tomorrow, or well, tonight. So I need to 6-star Hatatsu and then put him in to get his masteries done. Alright, I need to pull some shards though. I hate those special progress packs because it makes me wonder how much stuff I've left on the floor. Like, how many really affordable sacred shards did I see back when I was, like, not spending money on my first account? Like, $15 for 2 sacreds is insane, but you don't know what's value when you're free to play. Right, and that'll be the last one, right? Yep. Almost there. One more 3-star to go. And I'll do it with the chickens, so we already got all the food we need. Yeah, so 2,000 points versus it's 1,000 points to do stage 20. It's a big bump. That one will go fast. Annoying. All right. I don't like doing fusion, but I'm afraid that I have to if we're talking about very strong champion. Absolutely, yeah. Like if it's like White Queen was strong enough to go for. I was intimidated by the potential difficulty and the unknown of the, because they told us that there was a Hero's Path event that was going to be part of it, right? We didn't know what that Hero's Path event was going to be. And with not knowing what that's going to be, I wasn't going to risk putting all my resources into a fusion only to get to the end and find out, yeah, no, you don't have enough shards for this. And it's scarier when you're free to play because you can't just pull out the credit card and make up the difference, right? After these, I'll be able to do Hydra. I need to get done what I need to get done on these other accounts, though, and then set them up for auto runs while I do Hydra, because Hydra's going to be an hour. Have I tried Mortu and Hydra ever? I have not. Now that I'm seeing, you know, because Rathalos does true damage, it's very interesting to see what Mortu could do. I did not mean to leave this guy in there, but whatever. I'm curious what Mortu could do in Hydra, especially with Hex against a head with true damage. I would not. The thing is that I'm not going to put any accuracy on Mortu. That's not going to happen. He's too good without it. So the block buffs aspect of his kit would not be utilized. It's all going to get resisted. I'm curious how well Peril will do for you. Wonder what the cooldown is on his block buffs. Let me finish this real quick. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-turn cooldown. So I mean, it's a reasonable use of him, but I wonder how much damage you're leaving on the floor to make him have enough accuracy to land that against Hydra. Ooh, new promo code, guys. Just dropped. Damn it. I think this account can use it. Game Leap. Boom. Neither of these accounts will be able to use it. Alright, I need to do Fortress Keys too still. This is a good affinity for me. These should go pretty quickly. Yeah, Game Leap is the promo code. Pazerlex. It's a 4 turn cooldown when booked, Icky Ray. And then Bino? Bino? I don't know how to say that. But hi, I'm new to the game. I want to play free to play. Is it possible to progress being free to play? And any tips you can recommend me? Okay, yes. So both of my I've got 2 free to play accounts. So this is my main free to play account. This account is 175 days in, and I'm routinely farming Clan Boss, which is one of the higher difficulties to do. I'm getting Nightmare with using what we call a 2 key. So you'll see right here, 42 million. I need 39 million to get the max chest. Recommendations I have for people that want to, like tips that want to play free to play, is understand you're playing a different game. Don't worry about what all the paid content and stuff that comes out. You don't need to get everything. You just need to do what you can do, and then watch videos, learn about the game, because this is a deep game. It's a complicated game. I'm learning new stuff every day, and I've been playing it for a very long time. And then there's and I do a lot of help. I help people with takeovers and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, that 4-turn cooldown, that bites on more too. That's hard to make work. You're right about him getting that turn meter, but I was about to experiment with him, but this is the wrong account, and I almost have Skull Crusher where I want him, so I have since you're new, I have a whole free-to-play series that starts from day one, where I build up my main account, my main free-to-play account, which follows the normal rules of the game. So I would recommend checking that out. You can watch it from day one, and you'll see how the account builds up over time. It gets stronger, how I emphasize and get the most out of some of the weaker champions that I get early on until I eventually upgrade them. It also gives good guidance on how to prepare. For example, on my free-to-play account, which is this one, I went into a point where I had a champion that I could take to level up, but there was a shard pull coming up, and I could get a better champion from that shard pull, so I waited. When I say shard pull, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there are 2x events where you get double the chance of legendaries and epics. As a free-to-play player, that's when you want to open your shards. So I opened my shards during that 2x event, and I got Geomancer, who's one of the best epics. Actually, he is the best epic in the game, in my opinion. And by getting him, it changed my game, and I was able to instantly level him up using the resources that I had for a different champion who was definitely not as good. So, you know, sometimes it's important to look ahead, right? See the whole picture, see the whole board, and say, okay, this event's coming up. Maybe I wait to level this guy up until I see what champion I get. Well, that's just one example. If this is 50 brews or less, I'm going to do it. Nope. I'll take him to 55. And then I gotta build him. Oh, another great tip I've got for you. Speed boots on everybody. Yes, I tried one set shard pull. I got Pinthroy. Pinthroy's good. Bistofus is underwhelming. And it was the last time I get any legendary. Yeah. That's the best time to pull. You're not always going to get legendaries. Like, so my most recent shard pull on my free-to-play account. So this one, I pulled during the most recent 2x on Ancients. And I got Taragi the Frog, who's an amazing epic. Skull Crusher, who's an amazing epic. I got Ignatius and Kreela, who are both amazing legendaries. I also got, what other good epics did I get? I got Miscreated Monster. I got Ornn, who's really good for poisons. And then I got Miscreated Monster, who is somewhere here, and there he is. Just looked him over. So I had a really, really good pull in the most recent 2X. And now I have Yannicka and Drexstar ready to go. Yay, we're almost done here. Wait, who of this team do I have emergency heal on? Oh, Ajax. I'm curious to know what your perils will hit a broken head on. Like, I want to know how much damage a peril will do to a broken head. I'm tempted to bring him into my team just to see what he can do to a broken head with pure damage. Good points, though. A little underwhelming in the rewards department there, but good points for Clan v Clan. Not sure, but I thought it sounded worth trying. Worst case, he goes to 3v. Alright, I want you to watch. I don't know if you've seen this before. Just refresh. Get some hard teams. Mortu is insanely good in PvP. I'm in Hell Hades Discord, and he posted an alert and tagged everyone in it, and so I went and read it, and it was like, oh look, promo code, and so I was like, there we go, boom. So that's what Mortu can do, Icky. I don't know if you saw that. Not only did I kill, one-shotted, I targeted their damage dealer, their Georgian. But not only did I kill him, I went through I went through Ultimate Death Knight to do it. So when you say worst case he'll be in 3v3, no, he's gonna dominate 3v3 for you. As long as you can build him, as long as you can get stone skin on him, and then get a supportive team around him to keep him alive. You'll be set. He's so freaking good. Kill this guy first. I guess they both have AoEs, so it doesn't matter. The biggest weakness that you'll find is single target. People that do like man, a single target healer like Sify. The number of times I've killed everyone on Sify's team and then I can't kill the Sify. It's so annoying. That's why I put in Harima. Because Harima protects him by reducing 50% of ignored defense. But then Harima also does enough damage herself to potentially break through some of those tankier single target healers. Harima's a big counter to me, though. I'm going to try it. I don't know that I'm going to pull this off, though. So he can't kill Harima. And he's going to have a harder time breaking through the rest of this team. And that's a 2-stone skin UDK. I think they win this. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, see how much Harima nerfs him? Oh, that taunt. I've seen enough. Oh, there we go. That should be the magic number that I need. Bro, you're delusional. What a monstrous lockdown team. I still think I counter that. I'll go back to that lockdown team in a second. I'm testing to see if I can do 15 yet. I don't think I can. Well, I did not counter that lockdown team, apparently. The sound effect of Hex with headphones on is ridiculous. Like, I was farming this one night, and the sound effect kept making me think that somebody was in my house. I don't know that I can pull this off consistently, but we're gonna give it a shot. So minnow scrolls and auto refill. Yes. Once it fails at this difficulty, I'll switch it to the other. Alright, so that account's done. See, this is what I'm talking about. I probably lose this fight. I don't think I I don't think I can kill her with the team that I have. And even if Harima kills her, Harima can't get through Pythion before he revives her. And they're both single target healers. Maybe I can manual it. Getting closer, though. We still need to focus her down, I think. There we go. But on auto, that would have taken forever and probably would have been a loss. And I don't mean a loss in that I would have lost it. I would have come back to it after 20 minutes and been like, wait, why is this battle still going on? And just end it. Hey, I'm glad you randomly found me, Samir. Nice to have you here. How does she scale? What am I missing? They're the episodes, not the challenge. The free-to-play challenge is an event that's being put on by other content creators. Where we can only use free legendaries. We can't use ones that we pull from shards. So it's a challenge. It's not a regular free-to-play account. My regular free-to-play account, which is this account right here. So you'll see it, free-to-play roadblock 23. Whenever you're watching, you'll look for that. I usually say it at the beginning of the video, and it does not have thumbnails. The free-to-play challenge account has thumbnails. So that's the regular free-to-play account is this one. Let me read on Harima. Okay, I mean, yeah, it does. I've had it where I've lost those fights, though. Mostly, I think, because of how UDK and Pythion work, is that they waste turns healing instead of doing that extra damage. Alright. she's food. He's food. I don't really want to use these chickens, though. I think I have to, though. I want to get Seer up. I can't go too heavy on the chickens because I need them for a fusion, maybe, but I'm okay using a few of them right now. Whoop. Yeah, you just have to grind more food. You just have to grind more characters up to 5-star in order to get him, or up to 4-star to get him to 5-star. He needs to be your priority. Once you take Kale to 6 stars, then the game starts to open up a little bit. Peckham, am I pulling for the next Sacred 2X? I will on the free-to-play account, not on my main account. The Mercy on my main account is currently at 20. So I'm saving that for either a progressive chance on a champion that I want, or on a 2x, or a double legendary, rather, is what I mean to say. Alright, let me finish up these arenas. And then I can do Hydra, finally. I lost to this team. I'm losing a lot more today than I usually do. I usually just go through those in order and win them all. All but like 1 or 2. Alright, how many more brews? Still over 50. And I still needed to build them too. I need to still put gear on them, that is. What was that? See, that's the one downside to Peril. I don't know. I have to assume Peril didn't go off, and that's why Sun Wukong was able to, Fuck. That is a hard-hitting, Mithrala. I've never seen a Mithrala hit that hard. There we go. Just Gotta break through Mithrala now. I have to shift my target now. Wasting a lot of energy, I feel like, but I got a lot of gems. Are there any useful 3 or 4 stars? I see that you're using a lot of them because I have a couple of 3 stars. So I wouldn't call them 3 or 4 stars because stars change. You rank them up, right? But rares and epics, yes, there are a lot of useful rares and epics. You start with one of the best rares in the game, which is Kale. I would say he's probably the best starter champion. Then other good rares are like Cold Heart. A couple more in there that are not coming to mind, but epics are the real kind of lifeblood of most accounts, and I have a lot of really good epics that I've pulled recently. Raid Stages tool. Just type it into Google. It takes you to Hell Hades' site, the Raid Stages tool, and then you can click on the type of content you're doing, and it'll tell you the resistance and the accuracy. That Mithrala was insane, how hard that Mithrala could hit. Yeah, it's like Skull Crusher here. He's an epic that I just leveled up to 6 stars. Or ranked up to 6 stars. I'm finishing out his levels, so then because he's already got all his masteries. And then I'm going to put gear on him and then put him into to Clan Boss. Yeah, no problem. Enjoy my videos. I hope they help. I get a lot of messages from people that talk about how much the videos have helped. So if I'm ever streaming, come say hi. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments or go to my Discord. I answer questions. I have a series called Question Block where I answer questions for people that need help. So I'm always ready to help. Good luck. Hope you enjoy the game. Such a great game. I love it. All right, I'll show you. All right, so I'm saying this broadly for anybody else that doesn't know, not because I know you've gotten to this point. So I apologize if I'm saying stuff you already know. So like, let's say I want to do Hydra, right? Hydra rotation one on brutal, right? So how much accuracy do I need to land? So the white number is the resistance. Uh, the numbers in orange for resistance and accuracy recommend the recommended value to negate the opposite effect, i.e., ensure your debuff lands, you should have accuracy as the number on the resistance row that is in orange. Okay, so the head of decay has 235 resistance. If I want to provoke, I want to provoke him, I need 260 accuracy in order to land a provoke. And it'll land 95% of the time because of the 6%. Or they say 95% here. They mean 94% because of the 6%. Or is it 96% and the 4%? I don't know, but there's a chance to outright resist anything that you do. So they can still resist, but your targeted accuracy is 260 to land that provoke debuff. Anybody else as proud of myself as I am that I said provoke and not taunt? Skull Crusher is almost 53, and that should be a suitable spot for me to use Bruise to finish him off. There we go. That piece of gear has a higher ceiling, so we'll go with that one. Hey, what's up, Shetland? How you doing? That's not bad. CBC's going okay, but my clan's a little behind, which I'm sad about. Hey, wait. I know there was an error, but put that shit back on. Gross. I think I want the speed more here. I really wanted to complete at least one of these just to get the extra regen. I didn't want to do it at the expense of stats, but thankfully I didn't have to sacrifice anything there. I celebrated my birthday playing Raid Shadow Legends with you guys. I mean, honestly. This is good because I could put emergency heal on him later, too. So that's actually a really good ring. Ah, that sucks. Wonder if I have a better HP banner. No. Okay. At least it rolled speed. I'll take that. I'd like him to be a little faster, but 182 is not bad. No reason to top off that item. I forgot that was an emote on my channel. Hello, Animeverse. How you doing? No, I want to use him now. I'm getting points during Clan v Clan. Like I'm not losing. I'm not completely wasting resources. I'm still getting something. But I'm not gonna wait. Yeah. I'm not, and I know I have more silver waiting as well. Like I have an entire stockpile of silver. Made me wait all that time just to tell me I failed. Like I have tons of bad gear on this account that I could sell. And I have an entire stockpile of silver in my forge that I could sell too. So I'm not worried about the silver, of course. You know, obviously the bigger I just can't wait any longer. Skull Crusher, I mean, we pulled him what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago? And I keep saying, hey, he's the answer to my clan boss team. And then I keep not using him. It's a blue piece. I'll settle for that. I'll take that. Unfortunately, this is a really bad banner, but it's the only banner I have. I'm not gonna put a good... I'll go up to a 2, but I'm not gonna... Or I'll take a 3. I'm not gonna use any of the bigger ones on a banner that I want to replace very badly. Alright. Alright. It's time to put it to the test. I've been saying I was going to make this change for a while. Let's try it in Ultra Nightmare. I don't know that it's going to perform better there than anywhere else, but... Bye-bye, sweetheart. I don't think I need to change anything. I want him to use that as much as possible. He's only got 2 abilities. Pretty easy. I fucked up. I need to turn on Venomage's A2. Because I don't have a decreased attack right now because Venomage's A2 is turned off. I know I don't lose the key, but I don't want to close the game because I'm using RSL Helper with 3 accounts open and I don't want to mess with it. So it's not the end of the world. I can already tell this is outperforming my previous maybe not. These are all extra keys, so I'm just experimenting here. The decreased attack may not stay on. Or may not always land if I'm popping all my poisons with the A1 with all the counterattacks. That's a bit of a yikes. All right, let's see. See, the counterattack here is about to pop the poison, right? So now there's no poison on him, and when I go to place the attack, the decrease attack, it doesn't land. I don't need someone else. It would work if I didn't have counterattack. Do you guys remember what the team was that I wanted to go with? I remember there was a team that was going to use both Skull Crusher and Taragi. And I think I was going to drop... Because Taragi will bring a more consistent decreased attack. And then I would get decreased defense from Venomage or from Rathalos. So I'm wondering if Taragi takes the place of Deacon, but... I may just need to put them... I'm going to not have the healing if I do that. So I'm not going to have Leech. If I go all in, like the other option is like Ultimate Death Knight. Taragi, Skull Crusher, Geomancer, Rathalos. Like going all in on this combo. Right? And then I bring continuous heals and decrease attack with a backup decrease attack and 2 ally protects. And I just go all in on this burn damage with a little bit of extra poisons. Like, I don't have to activate the poisons. You know what I'm saying? Well, double shields doesn't stack. So the shields would override each other, but I'm more so looking for the continuous healing. I assume the shield that UDK puts out would be better, would be like stronger too. Whew. And remember, we're also gaining damage reduction from Venomage that we would be losing. So the other option is Taragi, Skull Crusher, Rathalos, Geomancer, and Venomage. So Taragi will keep the poisons up, so we will land the decrease attack, provided the affinity is correct. Right? And we get the shields on Taragi. The problem with that is we have no healing. So I would either need to switch everybody into lifesteal gear. Yeah, I can stagger shields. No, I get that. Yeah, like I'm either going to have to put everybody in lifesteal or regen sets. Taragi will heal himself. So Taragi doesn't need that, right? Because Taragi heals... He heals a quarter of his HP and even more for every poison debuff on the enemy. So Taragi can keep himself alive. I mean, I could also just go a straight replace and just do Taragi over Skullcrusher, which makes everything work better. We keep Deacon. Well, some would be in like Skullcrusher makes sense to be in regen set, not necessarily lifesteal. Right? So put him in regen. He's going to be really slow, though. Because for most of these pieces that are good to work, I'm losing speed on them. Because I would want them to have... I would want the weapon to have HP percent. That's not a bad helmet. I'm giving up some survivability, but he'd heal himself the whole time. Well, I don't know. Alright, I don't get any more keys for another 6 hours, so... Oh, wow, we're gaining. We're gaining. Let's go. I'm happy about that. Alright, what do I want to do? Oh, I know what I want to do. So... Now, someone told me, and I'm going to be really upset if they lied, upgrade an affinity bonus to level 10. Thank you. Whew. Nervous. Very nervous. Alright. Where are we at with you? So this is food right here. I don't have that many of these types of chickens, but... I feel like this guy was supposed to be food, but I didn't realize that he was in a, Faction Guardians. Well, that's the other thing. I need to do the Iron Twins. Iron Twins. I need to do Ice Golem. So I need to generate 1250 points in Ice Golem. So I'm going to set that up now. So free to play 2023. How many points did I say? 1250? Yeah, 1250. Ice Golem 1250. My cell settings are set. And I think I'll do stage... I think I can do it on stage 16? I turned it off. I'm gonna let this one run out, but then I need to replace some champions on that team. All right, so main account is gonna do Spider tonight. I've spent everything except Live Arena. It's time to do Hydra. Let's go. 1:30. Yeah, I've got my family will come home in the middle of this, but that's fine. So, Lady Kimmy, Nergigante, Chrysia, Pythion, Ugo, my girl, and my good Shamil. Okay. Okay. So, I need to change the team because he's no longer my PvE guy. And I guess Kale can stay? That was me, Teddy. I was banging on my desk. My dog's barking at nothing. I think I bring... I don't think I have the wave clear with Skull Crusher, but I have the survivability to push a little further. I want to see how this goes. I'm going to watch it. I know I started that Hydra run, and then I'm going to actually end that Hydra run. That's what I was afraid of. I'm going to do too much damage too quickly. What's up, Boarhead? No, I'm not finishing the stream. Alright, well, I can do it on stage 16. I can do it with this team. I wonder if it's better with this combination. I'll test this combination. If this works, then I'll do this on farm. I'm grabbing a drink. I will be right back, guys. Oh, I'm getting a pup cam. So I have a better camera that I eventually want to set up, and this camera that I'm using now would become the puppy cam. Did everyone stay alive that fight? They did. Excellent. Cool. I think I found my team for Ice Golem here. I would try to push for stage 20, but I don't really care that much. So for now, 1250 points is the target. Why are you asking me? I told you to do auto refill. All right, that should work. If it messes up at some point, then I'll have to go back and fix it. But all right, time for Hydra, what everyone's been waiting for. Also, hi Cookie. Yeah, I'm gonna get this camera will become the puppy cam, and then I have a much nicer, like actual photo camera that can be used as a stream camera. Like I have a cam link and everything for it. So I'm just priorities, right? Like that's something I want to do when I get like a proper setup, like I'm in my own office space with a maybe a larger desk, and I can like position everything. I would probably reposition my monitors are lopsided. Before I got the green screen, I was using this wall as my back, right? And so I needed the camera to be facing straight on me, or else it would look weird because there's a door right here to the outside. So you'd see the doorway. So this monitor is square to me, and then this monitor is at an angle. If I put them both at an angle and then put the camera in the middle, then I'll probably be able to do that. But that's stuff that I gotta do later. Oh, dude, I love Demon Slayer. Now, I've never read the, I hate saying this word because people get so upset, but I've never read the books. I'm gonna say that, okay? But, I love the show. So, what's really funny, though, is because there's a green right here around, uh, why am I spacing on his name? Tanjiro. So there's green right here and here from Tanjiro, and you can see the game behind it. It's just funny. All right. Hydra time. This is a bad affinity for Archer, but if you don't land that first one, just start over. It's so early that you can. Even though I have a consistent provoker, I remembered. This head is still the biggest threat to me. I don't want to use Pythions. How do you have your Shamil built? I put mine in Toxic as recommended. On some guides, he seems so underwhelming. So Shamil, you need to understand what you're using Shamil for, okay? Shamil is there to stop the fear. If fear's not out there, then you're not getting the value. I also don't agree with Toxic build on him. You actually don't want him to do too much damage. Mine's built too strong, in fact, in my opinion. So the reason you don't want him to do too much damage is you want to take advantage of the head that casts fear. What does that mean to take advantage of it? Because of the way Shamil works in Hydra, in the way his code is written, it says that his passive gives turn meter to whoever receives fear. That is incorrect. The way that it works, here we go, we'll read it. Each critical hit fills this champion's turn meter by 7.5%. Whenever an ally receives a fear or a true fear debuff from an enemy, the skill will instantly remove the debuff and fill the ally's turn meter by 15%. However, what it actually does is fills your lead champion by 15% for every fear that gets placed. You're bringing AoE hitters, a lot of fears are going to get placed. So what you do to take advantage of that is when the fear head is out, you leave it alive for as long as possible, and you use the fears to make your lead champion go faster. Because the way, like I said, it's kind of, it's not, broken may not be the right word, but it's in a way, in such a way that only the lead champion gains the benefit of turn meter. So my lead champion, yes, the fear head does act as the starting head on some rotations. In this case, in the case of what I'm trying to do here, I'm just trying to get the fear head to come out. But I want Shamil in there anyways because there's a chance that that fear head's going to come out. Also, because of this mechanic, he can decrease using the blessing, he can decrease the defense of all the heads quickly as well. Because he's going to keep shooting them over and over and over again like this. You struggle keeping him alive because you're probably over emphasizing his damage output and not worrying just about him staying alive, because that's really what you need him to do. The way that he should be utilized is in such a way that you keep him alive. Now, he can smack, so you'll see here. He's my only champion on this team that can... I want to save it. That can free eaten foes. That sucks. Fuck. I'm not fucking around with that. That sucks. Yeah, Poison Cloud landing. I remember yesterday you said that Fearhead must be alive so Shamil keep boost. Yeah, you want to keep the Fearhead alive in that instance, so you don't want to target it. You want to try and keep it alive as long as possible. Now, it's going to passively die because you're bringing AoE damage, so it's going to eventually die, but you want to try and keep it alive as much as possible. That's not always possible, quite frankly, but you want to try and do that if you can. So for me on this team, he's hitting so much weaker than he usually does, and I don't understand why. I'm okay for now. The taunt landed this time. This will be a much easier start. I didn't get any provokes to land in the last attempt. His passive also has a really good chance of removing buffs that get placed out there too. Also keep in mind that because he is more squishy, he's more susceptible to the, I think it's the Head of Wrath, the head that explodes for a bunch of damage. He is more vulnerable to that particular head. I'm gonna have to heal here. Oh no, she does it. All right. Now, when that head is not out there, he's definitely underwhelming because he's going to be doing a lot less damage, or he's not going to be boosting turn meter like you want. That's why Nekmothar is so good. So Nekmothar is so good because Nekmothar, I don't have an account to show you guys Nekmothar, but Nekmothar places the decreased speed like Lady Kimmy does, places the leech like Lady Kimmy does, and I think gives turn meter like Lady Kimmy does. But because of the leech part of it, Nekmothar is better. Alright, so we didn't land the provoke, so we really need to bust his head out here quickly. But the decreased speed is really important for Hydra, which is why I have Lady Kimmy in my lead. In fact, I need Lady Kimmy to be my lead in the other one. I want to build my second Lady Kimmy out because my other teams are underperforming because no one can do on my account right now. No one can do what Lady Kimmy can do. Now, if I get Nekmothar, Lady Kimmy gets bumped down to the B team, and that team will then instantly get better because she gives turn meter boost and decreased speed on the heads, which is a very important part. If the Fear Head comes out, then you'll start to see how useful Shamil can be. But like, he does good here too. I mean, that's good damage, right? You know, couple 100,000. I mean, you compare it, that's 400, that's what, 500,000 out of Acrisia. He's not doing that much behind that. He's also, that's why he's not doing enough damage. I don't have buffs on him right now. Once this head is dead, I'm going to get more buffs out on my team. I'm remembering now the way he works. So he ignores 100% of defense when he has 3 buffs. When Hydra head... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you focus on the decapitated head. Acrisia is always going to get eaten first. As long as I land this provoke, we're good. Because we're going to decrease the speed, so that'll give me time to catch up. You'll see Ugo's... I need Ugo to gain turn meter faster here than the poison head. I mean, Archer's good, but not against this particular affinity, unfortunately. Okay, block debuffs landed on the head that mattered, so we're good. This one's gonna get the poison cloud, but that's fine. No, she is. Yeah, Archer is amazing. And there we go. So Acrisia's back. This head's about to blow. This head's provoked. So you're going to see here, I have 3 buffs on Shamil. And I have decreased defense on this head now. So you're going to see how much damage Shamil can do. I'm actually going to provoke here. You see he did 122k on an A1 to that head, that decapitated head. When earlier he did 70k, right? It's because he didn't have buffs on him. But no A2. I'm confused about what that means. Sorry. See, now he's only gonna hit. Oh, he still hit hard. I don't know. I'm dumb. I give up. Yeah, his A2 was on cooldown. So this is still going to hit hard here. You'll see, like, I think it's because this head is just tankier. So I'm doing more damage to this head now. Hello, Blaze. How you doing? So I really need the provoke to land here. Let's go. And now I just keep focusing on the head that's dead. The head of Wrath is where things start to get a little tricky for me. We're not getting real lucky right now. So now I'm going to go back to what I was doing and targeting this head and trying to take it down. I need to keep an eye on the damage output here. One of the big flaws in this team is not having a shield. Or like ally protect or anything. I have damage reduction from Pythion, but see, he's going to tick this guy up a lot. We need that attack to come off as well. And I have ways to do that I'm about to use. So this one will take it off. And then we're going to double hit here. Block buffs. We really don't need block buffs that much here, but I'm going to place it. So this is about to blow. I am still going to focus this down. And let's go for the provoke again. No provoke, so we're in a little bit of trouble here. And pop. Okay. So someone might die, but this team has a little more wiggle room than my other team did. And Acrisia is just Acrisia, right? So I'm going to big heal here. Wasn't as big on everybody except herself. Gosh, my Hydra team is so bad. Haha, I'm jealous. Okay. Sorry, there's like a heart on my like this is the chat bubble I have. I just made it bigger. It was about this big and it like blocked your stuff. So now I've got it bigger. Okay. Heal and cleanse. So this head is a bit of a weak spot for Shamil, right? Now right now, he's not getting ticked up, but now he is. So when he throws out his taunt, his provoke, Shamil is gonna give him like 6 counterattacks. And that's gonna give him 6 charges to his stack. Now really this team is just completely built around Pythion, so it doesn't matter. Pythion is so beefy, he's not going to die to this. This head isn't scary to me. Instant freed. Just Acrizia things. Please understand. Acrizia is Acrizia. Don't sit there and say, man, I can't do that. It's like, yeah, you can't. You don't have Acrizia. See how, so now he's going to give a whole bunch of ticks up, right? Give it back. See, I try not to use my cleanse when this head's alive because I don't want to give the enemy team block debuffs, right? Or block buffs. No, block debuffs, yeah. Now, obviously, he has less of a chance to successfully steal because he's under block debuffs. Or block buffs. I'm getting them all mixed up. But I still don't like to risk it. My team's full HP. There's no reason for me to try and top them off in that particular scenario. This guy's, by the way, like, real quick, let that explosion happen, and then I'll talk about this. So, I want to talk to you guys about why block buffs is so good against Hydra. You see this ally protect right here? So this head gives themselves deflect damage and then ally protect, and ally protect. You see how this head exploded and doesn't have any buffs on themselves? Normally when that head explodes, they give themselves a bunch of buffs. I'm trying to see. I can't see where it is, but those buffs all got blocked. The ally protection buffs got blocked, except on this champion. The poison clouds got blocked, except on these champions that didn't have block buffs on them when it went off. So that's why block buffs is so good. What makes Ugo so good is she brings block buffs and decreased defense. That's 2 birds, 1 stone. That's why Ugo's great. Plus, Ugo brings a mini cleanse. I don't know if you've been paying... You may not have noticed. So, I haven't been using Pythion's cleanse, right? Because it puts block debuffs on me, which I don't want them to steal. Well, Ugo has a mini cleanse and a mini heal. She's been keeping everyone alive just fine. When it gets hairy, then I pop Pythion's heal so I can play it a little safer. I don't give them a buff I don't want to. Okay, so building Archer The most important thing is make sure you have enough accuracy to land your debuffs on Hydra. But she smacks. Mine is not built for damage, and you're going to see the kind of damage that she can put out. Albeit an hour from now, but you're going to see it. So what I would like to do, if I had better gear, you know, because she's relatively new on my account, so a lot of my best gear is already on champions. If I had better gear, I would like to build her in a damage set and achieve the accuracy levels I need, which is asking a lot, right? So that's what I would like to do, because then I would get more value out of her than I'm currently getting. But I have a Crizia, so I don't need to do that. It would be a bonus, but not a necessity. So here's what I'm talking about, guys. So everybody's kind of, they've all got poisons and stuff. I can do this, and everyone got topped off, and they all lost 1 poison, which is really fine, because these poisons aren't going to kill my team. You know, they're not... It's 2 poisons. There we go. There's the head that we want. Okay, so pay very close attention to the turn meter of Lady Kimmy right here, okay? Because I'm going to do an AoE hit. She can smack, but she's not going to be a nuker. Like, you're not going to put her in arena, right? But she can definitely do, over the course of a long fight, you're going to get more damage out of her than, say, a different provoker, right? Did you see Lady Kimmy's turn meter here? So she's full turn meter. And I'm not going to hit this head any longer. So what head will I hit? Well, the only head that's actually weak right now is this one. So that's who we're going to hit. Now I can use that ability from... So see how much turn meter she's getting? So she's already back up to full turn meter. Now some people had turn meter ahead of her, so that's who's... But see, now she's going again. So now I get to place... So look, these guys are still under her old decreased speed debuff, and I got to place it again. This is brutal, by the way. You pulled your voice Lego and it's Marishka? Congrats, dude. That's awesome. So Lady Kimmy's turn meter is already full again, by the way. And so now, I'm going to use this ability, right? This one removes 1 random debuff. None of them have a buff, right? 1 random buff. But gives turn meter to allies by 15% and increase accuracy and increase speed. So my team is just faster now, right? And I'm refreshing her cooldown this whole fight by constantly giving her extra turn meter from the fear head. So that's how this concept works. This is the most common strategy, to my understanding, for Shamil and Hydra. I wouldn't call it broken. It's an effective strategy. But what do you need to make it work? Block debuffs. Sorry. Block buffs. You need Shamil. And then the rest is like you need a head killer. So honestly, Rathalos is a really effective Hydra killer. So where I'm using a Crizia here, a lot of you guys could use Rathalos in that spot. You're not going to get as much damage, I feel like, because she is a void, right? So she doesn't have weak hits and you know, everything's a crit, and we've got leech and all these other mechanics out there, but Rathalos could easily fill that spot. You could use Alatrion here. You could use any cleanser healer, Doom Priest, something in that realm. Even stuff like Marishka, Siphi. Obviously, those are two void legendaries, I'm saying, but what was it, Duchess, if you've got her. True, you would be giving up 50% of Rathalos' damage by not bringing an HP burn. But he still hit, like you're leaving damage on the table, yes, but he still hits friggin' hard. He has pure damage. He ignores defense entirely. I don't know Brogny's kit by memory, so in what way are you asking? I'll show you my B team, again, in an hour. But my B team runs this same concept with a completely different line of heroes. Yeah, Brogny's a great support. But you gotta ask yourself, what is Brogny bringing other than big shields to the fight, right? And do you have a way to heal from under those shields? Because I know Brogny's a big shield guy. I don't know if he brings any healing. But Ugo can be enough for healing. So my previous group of this had so Nergigante was so good for me because she did what Mithrala and what Molly both did and put them into one package. So Mithrala brought Hex and Molly brought Provoke. All right? So that was, both of those went into Nergigante, and that freed up a slot where I could bring a proper reviver and healer, right? And so that made the team gave it a little bit more longevity. But I did this team with my only healer being Ugo, and I was getting 100 million on a good run, to be fair, like a perfect run. So and this head is squishy. You see how this is why I go War Master on my Shamil. So you would do more damage with Giant Slayer on Shamil. But I don't do it because I don't want to kill this head too fast. I should reduce the overall damage output of my Shamil. However, I don't because I need a way to free Acrizia when she gets eaten with this team. That's where, if I was to build Nergigante to be more damage dealing, then maybe I can reduce some of the damage that Shamil puts out and not kill this head so fast. Because I have not targeted this head once. This is all AoE hits and Shamil targeting it. So that's the one downside. You want to keep this head alive if possible. Deacon, Ugo, Brogny, Sun Wukong, Doom Priest, and Rathalos. You're checking off a lot of boxes there, right? So Deacon would be your lead. Deacon is a great lead in this type of team that uses Shamail, right? See, I don't want to kill this head. Deacon is a great lead for Shamil because he gives turn meter to the team. And he gets an extra turn, so he gives that turn meter even more often than some of the current champions that I've been listing off so far. Yikes, that's scary. Oh my god, I got so lucky there. I'll say this about Wukong. Wukong is a great block debuffer. I use him as a block debuffer, but there's some flaws in he's only bringing the block debuffs where that's where Ugo is so much better. So, you know, obviously you may not have an Ugo, but when you do get an Ugo, keep that in mind. So yeah, we're in trouble right now. So Shamil got eaten. So you'll see I've got Fear coming out. And I don't have Hex on this head, so I cannot target it right now. I have a 50% chance to target it. We have a big AoE hit. This is important. Alright, we need to get Hex to land. There we go. Hex landed. I'm actually okay with that head dying, because now all the fears are gone. And I can save my Shamil here. Even though this head is dead, I gotta save my guy. And, oh my god. Oh, that was the closest. That was so close. Alright, we recovered. Top everybody off. Alright, we're back into reasonable territory now. Now, a couple of things. So my Ugo is in... Not reflex gear. What's the relentless gear? And they're built really fast and really tanky. So I want her to keep her debuff up as much as possible. Because block buffs is the cornerstone of this build. If you can't keep block buffs up, then you're going to fall apart very, very quickly. Her biggest flaw is her affinity. If she was void, she'd be a god. Because you'll see, like, block buffs didn't land here, right? Well, I want, because of Hydra Clash, I want to do 100 million. That's my goal. I've already done enough to get the chest. That's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to get 100 million, because that'll get multiplied by 3. This is brutal difficulty. So that's going to be 300 million points for Hydra Clash. Alright, see, this one's a lot safer because we have Hex, so I can guarantee to hit the target right there. I put my Archer Relentless too. Yeah, Relentless would be great on Archer. I'm going to pop him right now because everyone's high health. There we go. Now, he got a turn right after that, and Shamil dies, which isn't great. This is why this is the better build. This is what Nergigante does for me that my other team couldn't do. My only reviver on the other team was Molly, who's a single target reviver. But now I have Pythion. So Pythion can just revive the whole, you know, the whole team if they get wiped there. So I'm lucky enough to be able to bring a Pythion, and that I'm able to do that because of Nergigante Archer. She really unlocked this build's potential and made it better, made it more consistent, because I was still able to get 100 million with the other team, but it was inconsistent. I had to have really good RNG. And you can still have really bad RNG. You guys saw, you know, my previous run where somebody got eaten and then they got the shield. They got the poison cloud, right? Wasn't anything I could do about it at the time. We were just stuck. Now, I will say this right here is the primary focus for my game. So a lot of you guys, and respectfully, are still focusing on Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. You're focusing on Doom Tower. You're focusing on Faction Wars, Arena. You know, like, you've got different parts of the game that you guys are focusing on. I've already kind of not solved, but I've finished Faction Wars. I've finished all the Doom Towers, hard and normal, and my Arena team is Gold 5 and stays Gold 5. So I'm happy with where I'm at in the rest of the game, and now my focus is Hydra. That's why when Nergigante Archer came out, I was so desperate for her, because she really unlocked the potential of this team. That's why I'm so desperate for Nekmo Thar, because I'm focusing on one area of the game at a time. I am not focused on City. That's a good question, Pazerlex. In fact, I didn't even do it last rotation. And that's more so because of the streaming and the 3 accounts and all that stuff. But now that I'm getting better at RSL Helper, like right now, like RSL Helper is doing this, and RSL Helper is doing this. So now I'm doing Centranos this rotation, and I'm having success. That being said, I'm not going to push it. So I got as far as I could in hard, and I'm done. I'm not building heroes or champions for the City of Centranos right now. My best advice to anybody playing this game is focus on one thing at a time, because if you're trying to focus on too much and you're all over the place, you're going to be average at everything but not great at anything. If you perfect each area of the game one at a time, then you're going to start to have advantages elsewhere. What I will say, and I know a lot of you are doing, and that's a great job, is doing your normal Hydra and getting as high as you possibly can in normal Hydra, just to get Mithrala, because Mithrala is amazing for Hydra, and once you unlock her, you're going to open up a lot of Hydra builds, because she brings Hex, she brings Cleanse, and a big-ass shield, so this Wrath Head is, you know, remember I said that in my previous build I didn't run a healer? That's because I didn't need a healer, because Mithrala's big shield prevented me from ever taking any real damage. If I did take any real damage, I would get topped off by Ugo. Yeah, 100%. Clan Boss is every player's focus at the beginning of the game until you get Nightmare. That should be your focus. And as you're focusing on clan boss, you're also building other areas of the game, right? You're building your dragon team, you're building your arena team, because your damage dealer in Hydra or in clan boss can also be your nuker in PvP, right? So it sucks that Head died, but you know, it is what it is, right? AoEs are AoEs. I'm not gonna not use Acrisia's massive damage dealing AoE. That would be insanity. So that's why I'm a big fan of focusing on clan boss first. And once clan boss is solved, then the rest of the game starts to get real easy. See right there, we blocked, that was Poison Cloud. We blocked all of them. Can I be honest with you guys? For those of you in my clan, I'm kind of jealous that Mard's got Archer, because now I don't have an advantage over him. He already is better at Hydra than me, but you know, I want to be the best. I'm hyper competitive. I'm still happy for us as a clan because he's gonna have a lot of success with Archer, and we're gonna see bigger numbers come out of him for Hydra. But I also want to compete with him, you know? Okay, we're in a little bit of trouble now. Because I just used my provoke, and the provoke head is out. So you're the one that's taking all my void clan boss away from me. Okay. Let me just go let me go find my banhammer real quick. I'm just kidding. Yeah, see what I said? We're okay. We're still sitting good. I think this, well, everything's reset. Let's kill this head now. Because despite the fact that she does have a consistent taunt, this head is still the biggest threat because of the affinity of the head, which is a real problem. Acrisia is going to kill herself here, watch. That's why provoke is so important. Alright, we need this. Well, we don't want to use it now. See, that's the other thing Shamil does. You want accuracy on Shamil. You see how I removed that ally protection with his A1? Alright. Let's get my girl back. I'm saving the provoke until these are down to 1 turn. I should technically pop this shield. Yeah, I'll pop the shield. I don't want to give them free HP. That's unnecessary. Oh, I can cleanse. So I want to tell you guys too, I have one addition to this team, but I may not use it because he doesn't have a revive. I'm thinking about putting Elatrion Blade Master in for Pythion because his block buffs is protected. His block debuffs is protected.
The problem is, like I said, he doesn't bring a revive, which is a big problem because Shamil does go down. Now, he brings a shield, so maybe Shamil doesn't go down. And Archer brings such a powerful heal that I don't think we'd have to worry about anybody getting low enough to die in that team outright, but you never know. Who got eaten? Ooh. Such a funny interaction. Okay. It's still this head. Now it's getting a little scary. I'm gonna keep everybody up here. There we go. My family's home. I'm not gonna end the stream. I'll let you guys see the end of Hydra. But we do have to leave at 3:15, so... So Hex is important for two reasons. Now, on the current rotation of heads that you're seeing, that are out right now, it's not as important, but Hex, the way it works is it takes damage that you do and spreads it across. So you see all those 1,000 numbers that popped up? That was Hex, transferring the damage that she did across the team, right? Or across the enemy. But there's a head that when it's out, you can only attack it. Well, if you go to attack it and it's not under Hex, then you have a 50% chance to... I think it's a 75% chance to miss. Which is a really big deal, right? So, you want Hex for that head, and you want Hex to spread your damage. If you haven't seen the Trunda teams that work with Yumeko and such, those teams are so strong because of Hex, because it takes the massive amounts of damage that she does in the millions, and then does it to the rest of the heads that are alive, plus her whole ability where she does damage to everybody. Refresh the provoke, it landed, good. So right now, Hex isn't as important, but it's more important when that other head is out. Because if that head eats somebody and it's not under Hex, you're not gonna be able to kill it with anything other than AoE hits. Alright, so this is a little scary. We're down to 2-turn eats, right? And this character gets a extra turn. So, I'm full damage mode here. That's a really badly timed explosion. That's a really badly timed death. I'm gonna go turn meter here, because I need Shamil to go before this guy. That provoke landing is huge. Shamil's going to go up. He's going to have his A2. He's going to free Acrizia. Right? Right, Shamil? Right? You're going to free Acrizia? You son of a bitch. No, I'm not saying you can use her instead of Yumeko. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that what Archer can... you can use Archer to give you the Hex that you want to get more damage out of that team. And give you the Provoke that you want. Potentially. I don't know. I've never built the team. But I know that the team that exists with Trunda is so good because when Trunda hits this head and the way the multipliers affect her extra damage that hits everyone else, with that one ability, it like multiplies crazy. Like Saf explains it in a video. I'm not gonna pretend to know what I'm talking about, but then you throw Hex damage on top of that and it does even more. I do have Trunda. I've tried to do the team, but I can't do it because I don't have a way of refreshing the cooldowns of Trunda. I was being greedy. I thought I might be able to pop that head. This is fine. I got Trunda late on my account, so I don't use her. I want to use her for this. I use her in Faction Wars. I want to use her for Hydra very badly, but I need a way to refresh her cooldown. Now, Emic can do it, and I've thought about running an Emic Trunda team, but it's not... I need to have somebody else to refresh Emic's cooldown. Now we're in trouble. See, the passive little amounts of damage, like, right, they're under Hex right now, right? Watch this. See how I did 27,000 to them? That was Hex. 27,000 damage when I didn't even hit them. So, Hex is good. Yeah, Kemptom's amazing. Kemptom's just amazing in the game everywhere, but yeah, for Hydra, he is good. Unfortunately, this is the head. This is the head right here. So it's under Hex right now. So if I go to attack it, I can hit it. Now, that Hex probably won't fall off if I'm good at my job, right? But if it does fall off, I'll waste an attack, maybe, depending on the circumstances, and let you see. So right now, it's under Hex. This is good. Okay, it's not under Hex. We're in big trouble right now, guys. Okay? My Hexer is eaten, and the head that is not under Hex. I can use AoE attacks. I'm going to target it. See how she went and hit that guy? Right? Acrizia went and hit the wrong guy because we're not under Hex here. And I have no other way of placing it. It got cleansed off. Now I have one turn to kill them, and they have a shield now. I'm going to lose here, yes. But Acrizia had her AoE still. If that shield didn't hit, I'd have been fine. No, she's dead. Yeah. Bye-bye, Archer. And there we go. That's the end of the run. So now I set it on auto. Anytime someone gets eaten, Mards will yell at me, I'm sure, and be like, you can do more damage. You can still do damage, which I could. But we've been sitting here 51 minutes, right? And I've been clicking, right? So I let it auto at this point. And it still does more damage. And I'm going to settle for 76,000, right? Like, that's RNG. Right? I can't... you know, what am I supposed to do about that? I got unlucky. They got the cleanse off, and the Hex wasn't on, and they put the shield on the stupid effing head, like... That's Hydra, right? Oh yeah, I figured out the stream latency. I figured out the latency. I hope I improved the quality too. I increased the bit rate, and I set the latency to ultra low. So now there's no delay. Oh, what's up, Eric? Yeah, no, I fixed it. I fixed it. I knew what it was last night. I just didn't want to restart the stream. I apologize, though, Eric, because I'm about to get off. My family's home, and I was just finishing up this Hydra run, so. But 78 million, brutal difficulty. I could do better. I know I could, but Hydra is very much RNG, and I'll take 235 million clash points, right? So, see what I mean? Archer did 16 million damage. Shamil, who's a damage dealer, did 9 million. She smacks, guys. She smacks hard, and I'm going to rebuild her and get some more crit damage out of her, right? I don't want to lose her speed. That's the important part. I need to balance it, but at some point I'm going to rebuild Archer and get more damage out of her. Because Shamil is built to do damage. I'll go over my Shamil build real quick for you guys. Let me keep this result. And remember, Pythion doesn't have War Master on him because he's used in another area of the game. Alright. Shamil. So I've got two Shamils. So this is the good Shamil. You'll see he's in Perception. He's got Stone Skin Helmet on. That gives him, obviously, great crit damage, but also gets some HP out of it. What did I say? Did I say Iron Twins? Or did I just say another team? Okay, so he has way too much crit rate, and I need to fix that. But 110 crit rate, 240 crit damage, and then 4,400 attack. Now remember, I don't want him to do a lot of damage, but I also do want him to do a lot of damage. So I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. My other Shamil is actually built worse, but better. So he has 266 crit damage versus the 240 crit damage, right? But much less attack. So his attack is 3,400 versus the 4,400 of his brother, right? So kind of mixed all over the place. This one I need to do more damage anyways, but I don't, like I said, I don't want him to do a lot of damage. Let me show you why Necmo Thar is the best replacement for Lady Kimmy, right? So Lady Kimmy, we'll go over her kit real quick. And I have two of them. I need to build the second one. So Lady Kimmy does it on two abilities. On one ability, she decreases the speed, and she can reduce the turn meter, but that doesn't work in Hydra. So she decreases the speed and the accuracy of the heads. And then on a different ability, she fills turn meter by 15% on a 4-turn cooldown and gives increased speed for 2 turns. Now, Necmo Thar gives 30% increased speed and 30% turn meter, and gets an extra turn, which then he places the decreased speed and the leech on the heads. Does everything Lady Kimmy can do in one turn because of that mechanic, and then also fills his own turn meter by 5% each time a debuff on an enemy is removed, transferred, or expires, right? And brings a decreased attack on the A1, which I currently don't have on any of my champions. Oh, and brings a speed aura 19%. Lady Kimmy's speed aura is only in Doom Tower. So he's just a better Lady Kimmy, and I want him. I want him so bad. Because hers is Doom Tower only. Decrease accuracy at the level that my champions are at doesn't mean shit. The only champion that I have that has any resistance built on them whatsoever is Pythion. Pythion's got 451 resistance. That was for Iron Twins. Like he's in a resist banner, right? He does work. I previously have used a strategy where I had a, you know, the head that steals buffs, a Head of Mischief. I had a Head of Mischief tank. Pythion was it. Pythion and UDK were my Head of Mischief tanks, but it's inconsistent because a lot of people self-buff. A lot of people have different turn meters, so they're too slow or they're too fast, and they, you know, there was no way to guarantee that Pythion was the only one that whose buffs would try to get stolen. So it's a holdover. He was a progressive chance, and I pulled every single sacred on my account for him, and my mercy on the main account is at 20. I couldn't pull him, and I wasn't gonna spend any more money. So, all right, guys. Well, that is the end of the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for watching. I had so much fun. I hope you guys learned a little bit about Hydra. We as a clan are doing okay on clan points. I'm gonna set more stuff up for auto run on this account. While we're so I'm gonna be holding those sacreds until the next 2x or the next Necmo Star. I'll tell you that much. So I'm gonna set this up to auto run and keep generating points for the clan. Hopefully we're close. I do think that we're close enough to be real competitive, but I have used all of my tomes and stuff, and I've done my Great Hall. Well, I don't have anywhere to spend Great Hall points right now. So, but actually I do. Where do I want to do crit damage? Yeah, I think I want to do crit damage because I want my that affinity is what's his face, right? Yeah, Newt. Newt is spirit affinity. So we're going to give him crit damage, and I'm going to take this one to level 10 next, and that's going to complete a quest that I need down the line. So we're going to knock that out right now because I need 700 medals. I have 700 medals. There we go. That's 2,000 clan points right there. So now I'm going to put it on auto run for, let's do the tournament. So let's do, I could do both. I have plenty of energy. So I'll do Sand Devil and we'll do Ice Golem. So for I'm going to progress in Sand Devil. That's the kicker. So for Ice Golem, I'm only going to do 2150. I don't care about the reroll. So I'll do 2150 here for Ice Golem. So let's bring up RSL Helper and then go back into Ice Golem. I think I want to do it on stage. I'll be safe and just do it on stage 6. How many points did I say I needed, guys? Do you remember? I'll just check again. Was it 2050? 2150. Okay. $21.50. Keep raids on. Auto refill, auto sell is active. What? And there we go. All right, so all my stuff is running. All right, guys. I don't think I'm gonna stream tonight. I'd like to get a night off, but I might stream Wednesday. I'll keep you guys posted. I will record tonight. Dude, I'm not the person to do an RSL guide, because I'm barely learning how to use it myself. So I don't know. I can show you the things that I know how to do, but beyond that, I don't got much. All right. I'm going to end this. I will see you guys in the videos tonight, and then I'll let you know about any other potential streams, because I really like the day streams. They're a lot of fun. So, thanks, guys.